Working on the Ford today. We're trying to get our steering to get from this gap here to get down to this tiny area of our steering into this, and I want to get this all mocked in so that I can pull the cab back off, get the engine back off, and finish up our frame and get everything cleaned up to get closer to finish points. So we've got our joint down on our rack. I had the factory steering column put in, but it's a fixed column and it's a little long. I ended up cutting the end piece off the back of it right here to, instead of using a rag joint, I was going to use one of the universals, but then it's a fixed column, and then the factory wheels got some pretty good cracks and things in it. The chrome is pitty and it's just faded out and not looking the greatest. So talked to the the truck owner, and asked if what he wanted. He kind of wanted to have a tilt wheel, thought the idea of a tilt wheel would be nice, and wanted to know the cost of like new wheels. So good old internet being what it is, they have these beautiful brand new looking wheels. We got one of those, and now we've got a brand new tilt column. So we've got tilt and some different brackets and some things for the firewall and a bunch of joints. And the crazy part is $1,500 of things that we can now put in here, and we'll make it work. But back to the safeties of good steering and the good joints. These are $150, and you know, you're going to need some offset joints so that we can hold the D-ring, D-shaft in place, because we're going to have it fixed, because we're pretty much going to have this come out. It's already had it kind of together with the other one. We're going to have to come out and almost go this direction, come away from it, and then go back to the steering gear and not have those joints very tight so that it's a nice fluid motion. So let's get this old guy out of our way. Let's make a mount for our steering. I was looking at if I did this up under the dash, but obviously that doesn't look very nice. And this guy looks amazing, but it doesn't fit our dash correctly. So we're probably going to need to do some trimming and some working on the dash to get that to fit in there right. But I think we're going to put that there. So that's going to be our mount for that. And then we'll work on the firewall mount. Let's get this mounted in there, and then we can start figuring out how to get all of that. Okay, so that cross piece that was inside there, we cut this out. You see how it's curved? That curved piece of tin did not fit this bracket, so you see how it's just, you know, not flat and not, this kind of rocks and pivots. So we cut ourselves a piece of steel, nice thick guy, so that I can mount this onto the holes, and that'll bolt onto there. And now, because of the way this is arced, a flat piece of steel wouldn't fit straight across that. So I had to weld in some backer plates of steel up in there. Now we can take and stick this up on top of that and then clamp it in, and that should give us the exact stance that we need. That gives it right in the height that I want it. So all good and all happy. These holes are actually offset to that point because it still needs to line up with the center point in there. So I'll get this put in and get her welded in. Now we have a nice big flat plate, so I can get this bolted up in here. I'll wrap some tape on this to keep it shiny and clean so we're not scratching anything. But this will mount there, matches that arc. Of course, it's all going to get painted and things that way. I need to knock these nuts off of this so that my new flange mount thing that's going to go in here that I need to cut to shape, I'm going to cut it into this shape so that it fits. and then it can get bolted in after the wheel gets bolted in. One thing. So on a rough fit in, little gap here, our electrical wire is just, you know, about right up the top where you want it to be. I'm going to have to angle this flange a little bit because it still doesn't quite fit here, so there's some modifications need to happen there. But then we're touching our bottom groove here, and we're full on making contact to our headers. So, yep, more of a thing. I think we might end up just notching into this just a little bit and bringing that down just a little bit more. And with the tilt wheel, that's going to allow us to bring this down. Keep playing with it so I can figure this out. Plus, I got to get a seat in. You want to make sure the wheel isn't just like in your face. It'd be nicer a little further out. So, little forward, little back. Keep moving with it. Slight modifications on modifications. I've pulled the column out just a little bit further. And I don't like, you know, you don't want to drive with the steering wheel in your chest, but we need room where we can make room. I've notched the, you know, clean it up more, but I notched the lower hole so that I can bring this down, and then I brought it up. So now this gives us enough room for the headers. I have a slight angle there, and it's almost a straight shot to that. I don't want to cut up that D shaft. This stuff is, let's just say, not free. They don't give this stuff away. So what I'm going to do is I just grabbed some round stock that I got laying around. I actually had a piece of rebar, and I was thinking about just using a piece of rebar, but I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut it in length, and I'm going to just kind of stick it in there and see what we have for lengths and heights out of this. And I've seen people use pieces of wood and dowel. Dowel's kind of a good way to do if you can get the right diameter, grind it down where it fits real nice, and then finally make the steel piece. But looking better. Well, I think that's going to be an adequate angle without binding the joints. They're still pretty tight, but, you know, I don't think they ever planned on putting a Coyote in a 66 Ford. So I think that's going to get us where we need. I'm going to cut a piece of D-ring or D-shaft. I have to pull the column out to put that in to slide that together so I have adjustment. I have no slide in here because my electrical is hitting up here, so it's not like I can slide it down. I'm as far up as I can, but if I went further down, I don't think I have the room in the shaft angle. So let's cut that and see where we get. Oh, small list of setbacks. One, went to put the steering wheel on just to feel if I had any binding in my joints, and I definitely have binding in that lower joint. It was way too steep of an angle. Went to take the brand new wheel apart, took it out of the box and really started looking at it, and we've got a crack right there. So brand new wheel needs to get taken back. It's also not the same shaft or gear to the column. I think it's actually a replacement wheel, so we've got to make sure I get the right one for the column. So basically I just put a double nut on, was trying to turn it with the wrench to get that. But I've decided I'm going to now have to redo these mounts that are the factory mounts on this down there for this rack and pinion setup. And you see where there's this angle here, the way it mounts the rack. I'm going to now take this all apart, cut this apart, and I'm going to have to remount the rack to give me a little more angle on this so that my shaft angle is a little bit cleaner, because that was coming out so straight that it just was not going to work at all. So we're going to pitch this in a little bit better angle. And the fun part of custom cars. So I'm going to tear all this apart so I can cut up that. So we've taken the mount, got the plasma cutter and grinder and things out here, and we've cut this mount back here, and I've bent it back down. I have not welded it. I also need to grind it, clean it up. So right now I just have it lightly bent to get the angle of the end of the shaft of the rack and pinion going more straight towards the steering gear. I also need to clean these angles up a little bit in this, so I'm going to grind and clean on that a little bit. And then we're going to remount the steering column again and see if that gives us any better wins. And then we still need to weld up the hole, make a plate for that, and then we have that other plate that we're going to fill, to fill the plates, and because that's where the old fuel lever would have been for the accelerator, which drive-by-wire now, so we don't need any of that. So I'll make a plate for that while I'm here. But the goal was to see if I can make it steer, so I'll go back on that. Got the steering gate linkage in. It's nice and tight to my mount, crazy tight to the exhaust. Just makes our clearance. We're not touching under there. We're good and solid. We have it as far back as we can to where it's going to look over there, so you're not driving with the steering wheel in your chest. Now we're going to trim this mount out, make some filler plates, make our filler plate for there, tack weld all that kind of stuff in. But it officially turns under its own with no binding, everything smooth, nice and smooth. So there's that. Now I get to blow it all apart and weld this, weld this, weld this, cut that, all that good stuff. Well, we had the column fully in. The plate that I was using was actually aluminum and I wasn't paying attention. So I copied that, made a metal plate, put it on this side so it plugs more of the holes, kind of did an overlay piece. Then my welder is completely out of gas. So my welds are not sticking, but I got some little spot welds, plug in the hole for the gas pedal. I've got the new plate put up in there. I need to finish my welds all the way around. I'm starting to get soot and carbon because it's no gas there. So once I get some better penetration welds, then I can grind that all down, get the finish work done. But to give me more room for it, now that I know my mock-up is good, I got the steering column out. I'm starting to take stuff off the front of the engine. So I can get the engine mounts back out. I'm going to pull the engine back off the frame, put the engine somewhere so that I can move it around. And then once I get gas in the next couple days, then I can finish my welding, finish up that firewall, get some of that mock-up things done, and then it's ready for kind of finish work and paint work on the outside. And now the engine is ready to be taken back out, get the frame finished up, get the weldings and everything done on the frame. I want to finish welding on that. So that way it gives me some finish work to do on the frame. Some of the welds and things are pretty decent, but some of the others are not. I want to get that just a little more cleaner. And that's that. So that was steering for the Ford. It's kind of a bummer that the factory, or not factory, but that aftermarket power steering rack brackets and stuff that come on that, basically I need to now weld up with back to need gas so that I can get proper welds on that. I'm going to tear this guy down and call that what it is for the day. So that is that. Engine was removed. Gives us access to the engine mounts. They're now been painted. Clean that up. Top of the frame looks a lot nicer now. So when you're looking down on it, shouldn't look too bad. We cleaned up the ugly holes from the wiring, pull things that way. Our steering column holes looking good. We have the hole from the old gas pedal is now gone, and all that's clean and good to go. Threw a little bit of black paint on it, just so that it's sealed up. That's the frame chassis paint. So that'll basically take care of the frame. When we go do our paint, I haven't decided if I'm going to paint body color from here up or if we're just going to be body color from there up. So now at least it's finished, has a nice sealer on it, looks all good, frame looks good. The rack and pinion mounts have been welded and finished back in, so those are nice and solid. Got the suspension pieces put back together, so it's all ready to go. All we have left to do up here, we have to change these nuts for the locking nuts. We'll do that when we do the alignment, but we can now start getting it ready for finished paint. So that was steering. It's got the steering linkage in, got the firewall cleaned up. Little update on the Ford. Ford's making some progress. It's slow. I don't post a lot of stuff on it, but that's what we got. That's the end of it. You have a great one.